Hello students. So we are going to start with very important topic today, that is introduction to algorithm and flowchart. Okay, this is very important topic that if you want to learn any kind of language, it is very important for all of you to understand what is algorithm and what is flowchart. Okay, and the reason is shown on this slide. If you want, you can see these four steps here: algorithm, flowchart, programs, and software. So this slide actually tells you that if you want to make a software, you should know how to write a program. Okay? If you want to make a software, you should know how to write a program. For program, it is very important to write flowchart and algorithm. So algorithm is a first step you are going to take towards your software. Okay, and if you don't know how to write algorithm, it won't be possible for you to learn how to make a software or how to design a software. So algorithm is a first step towards a software or any kind of programming. Okay, so let's know what is algorithm. Okay, now very simple situation I will tell you. Right from the morning when we wake up till we go to the bed at night, we deal with many situations. We deal with many situations. So let us take example as one situation, that I am at my home and I want to reach a staff room of my school. Okay, I am at home and I want to reach staff room of my school. Okay, so now this situation, this is my problem. This is my problem that I want to reach there. And for this problem, I have written some steps as a solution. You can see some steps on the screen. That is the solution. So these are the steps that open the door of my house, obviously. Get down the steps. Then start the vehicle. Drive that vehicle. Stop the vehicle when I reach the school. I will punch, then I will climb the steps or I will use the lift, and then I will enter the staff room. So these are the simple steps which I will follow, and whatever my problem was there to reach the staff room from my home, that is solved. Okay. So why my problem was solved? Because I have followed these steps which I have written over here. Okay, one more example I will show you, that this is my problem. That my problem is I want to make a sandwich. I don't have sandwich. I want to make a sandwich. So what is the recipe for the sandwich, or what steps I'm going to follow for a sandwich? I will start. I will take 2 slices of breads. Then I will spread a sauce on both sides. I will chop the vegetables, put it on the slice, add salt and spices, make a sandwich, grill it, serve it, and my sandwich is ready to eat. Okay, now what I have done in both the slides, what I'm trying to tell you, that when I have any kind of problem, I'm writing some steps as a solution, and these steps which is providing you solution is called as algorithm. Okay, now when I'm writing steps as a solution, naturally the steps written by me and the steps written by you may differ. Okay, it should differ because my thinking style and your thinking style is totally different. So concluding line is that your method of designing algorithm and my method of designing algorithm can be different. No problem. You have to design it in your way and I will design it in my way. Okay, so these are the steps that how I'm going to reach the staff room or to the school. If I tell you your problem, that you want to reach school from your home, naturally you are going to write your steps. आप खुद के steps लिखोगे, that you will open the door, then you will you will take a bus. Okay, you will sit on seat, then you will get down, you will reach the school. So they are your assumptions, your steps. No problem. Okay, it is also acceptable. So my purpose of telling this is, algorithm is step by step solution to your problem, and all of us have different problems and different solutions. Okay, now my recipe of making sandwich and your recipe of making sandwich is also different. So you are free to write your steps. I am free to write my step. But the point is that at the end, you should get your desired result. I should get my desired result. Okay, if I am making sandwich using my recipe, I should get a sandwich at last. If you are making it, you should get it at last. Okay, now from this scenario, we will discuss the definition of algorithm. So this is the definition. An algorithm is step-by-step method of solving problem. So what we have seen in previous slide, that we are solving our problem in step-by-step method, and we are sure that after following this step-by-step, our problems are solved. Okay, so this step-by-step solution is called as algorithm. See the second definition. An algorithm is detailed step-by-step instructions to be followed for solving problem. Your steps are quite detailed. It is precise, but it is detailed. If you are going to follow that steps, naturally you are going to lead to some solution. And the third one, in computing, programmers write algorithm that instruct the computer how to perform the task. Now see, I have given you examples of real life, that how you will reach the school or how you will make sandwich. But here, just try to think why we are making software. Okay, why we decided to have software. Even when softwares were not there, we were working very properly. Our work used to be completed. Then why we went for softwares? Because softwares help us to solve our problem. Any kind of problem. If we are using software for that, many problems are solved. Okay, we have a good storage space. Then instead of using paper, we can store the data, so memory problem is not there. There are many advantages that why we went for a software. Okay, so software helped us solving our problem. So अगर आपको सॉफ्टवेयर सीखना है, if you want to know the software, if you want to design a software, what you have to do, you have to write algorithm. Okay, so for in computing, programmers write algorithm so that they can instruct the computer that what it has to do. Instructing computer in a way, in a step-by-step way, is called as algorithm. So these are the rules which you are going to follow. I know that algorithm is a totally new concept for you. Please don't get confused. We are going to spend lot of time on this. Okay. So these are the simple rules for writing algorithm. You can see the first rule. Use simple language like English. When you will design your algorithm, first rule will be make use of very simple language. Okay, so you can write it in English. An algorithm should be precise and easy to understand. It should be precise and very easy to understand. Write algorithm in such a way that if I am writing an algorithm, you are understanding it. If you are writing it, anyone can understand it. So it should be written in such a language that everyone is understanding that what you have written. Okay, an algorithm should have input. This is very important. When you're dealing with computer, input and output should be there. Okay, now suppose I want to go from my home to school on vehicle act as an input. If I want to make a sandwiches, bread, sauce, whatever ingredients are required, acts as an input. So if I'm giving some solution to the problem, I am going to need some kind of input for that. So every algorithm should have input. You will understand all these rules when we will actually apply it on some programs. Okay, don't worry. An algorithm should have proper sequence. Now sequence is very important. If I tell you that I open the door, I sit on a vehicle, I wear a helmet, and then I climb the stairs, it will not have any kind of logic. Okay, so your algorithm should have proper sequence, one after the another, which you have to follow. Avoid duplication. Your algorithm should be precise. So if any two statements are ending with the same meaning, then try to avoid duplication and write it in and form one sentence. Okay, so avoid duplication. Next, every step should be executed. So you add only those steps in algorithm which you are going to execute. For example, if I'm making a sandwich and if I have written a line there that boil a cup of water and I'm not using that water anywhere in my sandwich, then that step is unnecessary, increasing the size of my algorithm. So every step should be executed. Add all the steps which you are going to execute. If you find any step which is not being executed, you can remove it from algorithm to make it precise. Okay, and the last, produce output. This is very important. If you are writing algorithm to solve some problem, at the end, your problem should be solved. At the end, I should reach the staff room or I should be ready with a sandwich in my hand. So I should get desired output for which I'm writing the algorithm. So all these rules you have to follow. Okay, we will write an algorithm and we will check that whether all this all these rules are satisfied or not. Okay, before that, these are the characteristics. They are same as a rule. We will just go through it once. Very first, algorithm accepts an input. Algorithm works on a set of input. Okay, means for any algorithm we are using input and we are working on it. For example, if I want to go from here to some destination and I'm using vehicle as my input, I'm using that vehicle. अगर मैंने vehicle का नाम लिखा है तो मैं वो vehicle use करने वाली. So I am using I am accepting an input and I am also working on that input. Each instruction must be written in simple and precise manner so that everyone can understand it. See, algorithm is always open for all. So anyone reading it should understand it very properly. Next is uniqueness. Each step should be unique. That means no duplication should be there. Then finiteness. An algorithm should involve finite number of steps to reach the solution. Okay, so your number of steps you're including should be finite and it is always finite. You are not going to write any infinite steps for that. See, today we are going to see smaller programs, but if you see a big software, there are hundreds of points in algorithm, but it is always a finite number. It ends somewhere. Okay, and last is output, that whenever your algorithm is executed or whenever you follow each and every step from the algorithm, you are going to reach the desired output. You will get some output in your hand for which you have written that algorithm. So all these are the rules and characteristics you have to remember. And now we will go to very important slide. This slide is very important. Once you are clear with this slide, you will understand all the further slides. But if you stuck over here, you're not going to understand anything. So please focus on this slide. I'm going to send it to you on group. You can spend 5-10 minutes focusing on this slide. Okay, so see what I have done. Now here I am starting with a technical problems. First, my program is addition of two numbers. Now this should be very clear in your mind that why you are writing algorithm. So here my problem is I want to add two numbers. So I will start writing algorithm for this. So you can see the screen that I have written 4 algorithms here. This is first one. Sorry. This is first one in blue color. This is second in red, third in green, and fourth at last here in black. All these 4 have the same meaning. Okay. So let's see one by one. This one we will go first. Start. Now while writing algorithm, you have to mention the start and stop, that from where you are starting an algorithm and where you are ending it. Now, instead of writing start and stop, you can also use the words like begin and end. Okay, begin and end भी use कर सकते हो, start और stop भी use कर सकते हो. Okay, so I have used here in first program, I have used here start and stop. So my first step is start. Next, to add two numbers, what you will require? दो numbers add करने हैं तो आपको क्या लगेगा? Naturally, you will require that two number. Okay, you will require that two numbers. So I have taken enter number one, enter number two. Okay, you have to keep it in mind that you are working on computer. कंप्यूटर को खुद कुछ नहीं आता, इट इज एन इडियट बॉक्स, सो यू आर गोइंग टू टेल इट ईच एंड एवरीथिंग. So enter number 1 and then enter number 2. After that, what you are going to do? You are going to add both the numbers. So add number 1 and add number 2. So you have added both numbers. And lastly, display the result. Okay, now see if I follow and then stop. If I follow this algorithm, can I get the addition of two numbers at the last? Yes. I'm taking two numbers, I'm adding this. So my problem of addition of two numbers is totally solved. Okay, so I have solved this problem. Now the same algorithm, this same algorithm, you can write it in different way. Okay, so what is different in this both algorithm? You can see and you can tell yourself that what is the difference. Start, it was common. Second, instead of writing enter number 1, I have used the word input number 1. So just the word enter, I have written it as input. If you remember the rules, I have told you that you have to write algorithm in simple English language. So you have full liberty to choose your words. It is not any kind of compulsion that you have to use only this word. Enter use karo, input use karo, you are free to use any kind of word. So I have used here input number 1, input number 2, add both the numbers and output the result. Instead of display, I have used the word output. Okay, now in just some words I have changed. Otherwise, both the algorithms are same. Both are simple to understand. Both are written in English. Both are giving me desired output. So both the algorithms are correct. Now come to the third algorithm. Again, I have written it in different way. Start. Now instead of enter number 1, enter number 2, I have taken it only in one sentence. Enter two numbers. So you can write it in this way also. That directly I will write enter two numbers. So two numbers are entered now. Then I will add it. So add two numbers. Save the result and display the result. Now this is also the algorithm for addition of two numbers. So you can compare all these three algorithms, that wordings are totally different, but it is giving me desired output. So why I'm showing you this three different types of algorithm, just to tell you that you are free to take any word in your algorithm. कैसे भी लिखो, सिर्फ स्टेप बाय स्टेप होना चाहिए और लास्ट में मुझे आउटपुट मिलना चाहिए. Then use any words you want. Okay, so combination of these three, I have made here one algorithm to show you that how you have to write. पहले start करो, this is first word start. In second step, input, enter, read. तीनों में से कुछ भी एक use करो. It is not compulsory to use this or all the three names. You can use any one word, input number 1, enter number 1 or read number 1. Input number 2, enter number 2 or read number 2. Then add both the numbers, output it, display, write, print, कोई भी word use करो. The result. Okay, so output the result is also correct, write the result is also correct, print the result is also correct, and at last stop. So any algorithm from this four, if you are using, you will get the desired result. ठीक है, you can execute and see. Suppose ये second वाला अगर मैं execute कर रही हूँ, start, input 5, input 4, 5 plus 4 को add करो, 9 को display करो, stop. So my algorithm has executed and it has given me addition of two numbers. So it is successful. So remember that algorithm is step-by-step solution to some problem, and you are free to write it in any way you want using any kind of English words. Only the thing is that it should be in proper format and it should result in desired output. Okay, now I have tried to make it. After these four algorithms, I have concluded using this algorithm. So this is one kind of algorithm which I'm always using, and you can follow it. Okay, now again one more thing I want to tell you. As we can replace the enter word with input, read, anything, we can also replace this number 1, number 2 with anything. Okay, so instead of writing in the number 1, number 2, you can also write it in the form enter A and B. Okay, so again, addition of two numbers. This is the most precise and my favorite format of writing algorithm. So see what I have done. Start, enter A, enter B, C equal to A plus B, display C and stop. Okay, so very simple algorithm I have written for addition of two numbers. So यहाँ A और B कोई भी number हो सकता है. A could be 5, 57, 2000, 4 lakh कोई भी number हो सकता है. Similarly, B can be any number. When I say enter B, B could be any number. 10, 15, 20, 1000, 1 lakh, any number. Then addition of A and B is saved somewhere. So I have saved it in C. You have to remember that right side addition is saved in left side. So A plus B का answer जो है वो C में save हो गया है. Then I will display C on my computer and I have got the result. Now, similarly, I will do it for multiplication, that I want to show multiplication of two numbers. Okay, so for multiplication of two numbers, you can see that I have started enter A, enter B, enter C. Okay, now entering C here is optional. If you don't want this step, you can avoid it. So I have entered 2A and B. A multiplied by B, I will save it in C and I will display C. So जैसे ये addition का किया था, in similarly I have done here multiplication of two numbers. Okay, so I hope this much is clear. Last example, as you have done addition and multiplication, suppose you want to make a calculator. Suppose I tell you that you are going to design a calculator. How you will write an algorithm? कैसे लिखोगे algorithm calculator के लिए? Okay, now keep in your mind that in calculator the numbers from 0 to 9, the numbers from 0 to 9 is fixed, and then you are working on this. You are just changing the operators, plus की जगह minus, multiplication ये change करते हो, numbers are not changing. So depending on that, you can write algorithm in this way. Start, enter two numbers, A and B are the two numbers which I have entered. Then see, addition I have stored on in C, subtraction I have stored in D, multiplication in E, division in F. In division, we don't write that dot wala sign, we are putting slash for division. So A slash B means we are dividing two numbers and we are saving answer in F. And at last, I'm displaying C, D, E, F totally. So if I try to execute this, what will happen? अगर मैंने कोई भी दो नंबर लिए हैं, enter A, suppose A is 20 and B is 5. So 20 plus 5, 25 print होगा. D के लिए 15 print होगा. E will print its multiplication, F will print the division. So ये चारों यहाँ print होंगे. Okay, so I hope you are clear that how can you write the algorithm. Please go through each and every slide which I am sending you. Try to write algorithm of your own. Spend some 5-10 minutes on that on this slide which is in front of you. Once it is clear, you can write any algorithm you want. Still, if you have any kind of doubt in algorithm, please feel to contact me directly on my personal number. Don't worry. Okay, so remaining algorithms we will see in next lecture. I hope this lecture is very clear to you. Okay, so take care. If you have any problem, please ask me them. So I'm ending my lecture here. Have a great day.